Jake Paul has never been one to shy away from controversy, and his latest comments about Dana White's business tactics are no exception. Recently, Jake took to social media to call out Dana White, the UFC president, for using an OnlyFans model as part of his marketing strategy for a business worth $750 million. In this video, we'll break down what Jake Paul had to say, why he's calling out Dana White, and how this clever marketing move could shape the future of business promotion. Dana White, who is no stranger to making bold decisions, has found an unexpected ally in an OnlyFans model to promote his latest business venture. The business, which is valued at around $750 million, is not directly related to the UFC, but is part of Dana White's broader entrepreneurial endeavors. This new venture, which deals with the sports and entertainment world, is receiving significant attention, thanks in part to a promotional strategy that involves an unlikely influencer, an OnlyFans model. Jake Paul, known for his outspoken personality and involvement in both boxing and business, wasted no time calling out what he sees as Dana White's manipulation of the situation. According to Paul, Dana is using the OnlyFans model as a tool to create buzz around his business in a way that's both clever and calculated. Jake's primary criticism is that Dana White is relying on controversy and attention-grabbing tactics rather than authentic promotion. By pairing a high-profile model with a business of this magnitude, White is able to generate headlines and stir up curiosity without directly revealing too much about the product or the service itself. Jake sees this as a cheap trick to drive attention without focusing on the real value of the business. Jake also argues that Dana White is exploiting the model and her platform, using her fame to capitalize on people's fascination with OnlyFans, the platform known for adult content, and its rise in mainstream culture. While Jake didn't explicitly say that the model was being taken advantage of, he hinted that White's use of her image and platform could be seen as somewhat manipulative, especially given the nature of the content on OnlyFans and the target audience it attracts. On the other hand, Dana White has always been a master of promotion. Whether it's through the UFC or his other ventures, Dana knows how to get attention. And in today's digital age, getting people's attention is half the battle. By tapping into the world of social media influencers, including those on platforms like OnlyFans, Dana White is taking advantage of an audience that's highly engaged, even if the means are controversial. But Jake's point isn't just about the use of an influencer, it's about how these types of marketing strategies are changing the landscape of business promotions. In a world where traditional advertising doesn't have the same impact, businesses are looking for more creative, even edgy, ways to capture attention. And while some may applaud Dana White for his innovation, others, like Jake Paul, see it as a sign of desperation or manipulation. So, is Jake Paul justified in calling out Dana White for this? On one hand, it's clear that Jake has a vested interest in Dana White, given their history of back-and-forths in the world of combat sports. Jake has often criticized Dana for his management of fighters and his business practices in the UFC. So, it's possible that Jake's comments could be seen as part of their ongoing feud. However, there is something to be said about Jake's critique of the strategy. The use of influencers, especially those with controversial or provocative platforms, can often raise ethical questions. Are these influencers being used or empowered? Is the attention they're bringing to the business really beneficial in the long term, or is it just a temporary stunt? Ultimately, Dana White's business may still succeed regardless of how it was marketed. But Jake Paul's criticism sheds light on the growing trend of using controversy and influencers to sell products, especially when the line between authenticity and exploitation becomes blurred. In the end, Jake Paul's call-out of Dana White highlights a larger issue in the world of marketing today. As the lines between business and entertainment continue to blur, how much is too much when it comes to using controversy for profit? Whether or not you agree with Jake Paul, one thing is certain: this situation has sparked a conversation about the ethics of modern marketing.